much.
You just gotta figure out a way to just like bust out of that shell and get out of that box. Get out of that box, y'all.
I'm putting out a song pretty much right now. This just come out and played by me. And it was made for a very cute Apple commercial.
You see, a piece of paper could be a little greater. Show me what you can make it. You'll never know until you try it. You don't have to keep it quiet.
You could just hear people whispering, Drew.
Pepsi has inspired pop culture for decades. It has been the choice of a new generation and embraced the spirit of youth. No one embodies that spirit better than Uncle Drew, one of the most iconic branded content series of all time. The digital series had over 150 million views in all. But even more importantly, Uncle Drew himself became an icon.
Uncle Drew fadeaway, how about that?
SportsCenter shoutouts, collectible bobbleheads, limited edition shoes, fan-made merch, memes, gifts. The campaign was nothing short of a phenomenon. However, there was one more impossible mountain left to climb. Could Uncle Drew become a movie? There was really no precedent for a branded entertainment campaign crossing over into the Hollywood mainstream. But for Pepsi, it was worth a shot, and they scored. In the summer of 2018, Lionsgate released Uncle Drew in 2,800 movie theaters and was the #1 comedy opening weekend. It received a certified fresh Rotten Tomatoes rating, an A cinema score, over $47 million at the box office, over 5 billion brand impressions. It became a Tribeca finalist and received the Cannes Silver Lion Award. It was a hit. It reinforced the brand's spirit of youth and forever raised the bar on how brands will connect with audiences in the future.
Now to the Big Macaholic who says he has eaten 12,000 Big Macs. Big Mac.
Big Mac.
Big Mac.
Big Mac?
People love their Big Macs. But here at Burger King, we know that the secret to a great tasting burger is flame grilling. How can we convince other people that flame grilling is the best way to cook a burger? By convincing our toughest guests, the Big Mac lovers. Introducing Big Mac versus Big Mac. The ultimate taste test between the original and the flame-grilled Big Mac. We'll do whatever we can to get our hands on the ingredients. Anything.
Do you think we can get some raw patties? Just the raw patties.
Raw what?
Is that possible?
Yo, I can't do that, man.
Yo, I mean, like, we'll pay you extra cash.
Then, we'll invite Big Mac lovers to taste the ultimate burger.
Big Mac, I love.
Dude, I love the Big Mac.
When you think fast food, you think Big Macs.
The taste.
It's fast, it's quick, it's good as shit.
Ooh. Big Macs.
I actually had a Big Mac for lunch today.
Well, if it looks like a Big Mac and it smells like a Big Mac, it is a Big Mac, right?
Hell yeah.
Exactly the same as my lunch.
It's a classic. Can I try this one?
Is this your new menu?
This has something different.
Like cookout.
Yeah, we took a Big Mac and we flame grilled it.
Wait.
Oh, no.
It's from Burger King.
Like one step above.
Then I can never eat this again?
So is this your new menu?
the new Big Mac.
The best Big Mac that money can't buy.
Well, it's hard to get kids, even adults, to put down those phones these days, and it may be even harder to trade that phone for a book.
Books have found a new life on Instagram.
New York Public Library has the solution. They are now pushing entire novels on their Instagram stories.
The new series is called Insta Novels.
Insta Novels.
Insta Novels.
First novel being offered, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland.
A really important feminist text called The Yellow Wallpaper.
The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka.
Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven.
A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens.
It includes original illustrations as well as the entire text of the book.
They've got a little thumb hold in the bottom right-hand corner, and you hold your thumb there while you read the book.
He animates and changes based on like the content of what you're reading. So it's like a keyhole at first, and then it turns into a clock.
Books will be uploaded in full and archived, helping turn the New York Public Library's Instagram highlights into a digital bookshelf.
This initiative has been reported on by every single bloody outlet in the universe. I've just seen it everywhere.
Ruthless, fanatic violence erupted in the halls of Congress.
3 shots were fired. 3 were shot.
40 people killed.
One of history's worst mass murders.
History does repeat itself, and partly because we don't learn the lessons of history, so we end up making the same mistakes.
This isn't something we usually get to talk about in school, so today's sort of a special discussion about what this book means and how it might impact the way that we talk about gun laws in the future.
We were thinking that Sandy Hook was like one of the first school shootings. The fact that it goes all the way back to 1853, like to me it's just shocking.
We're gonna vote soon, so it is essential that we are educated on the topics we're voting on. We have to know where it began and how we will end it.
The history of gun violence will continue to repeat itself until our lawmakers take action.
The launch of Samsung's first foldable phone defines a crucial moment in mobile history. A total breakthrough that the brand needed to own. So, to signal the arrival of a phone that broke the laws of physics, we broke the most sacred rule of design. On November 4th, with no explanation, Samsung changed all companies' social media profile images to show their logo. Folded. And the internet got the message.
For a day, they changed their profile picture to a bent Samsung logo, which they changed it back the next day, but it's just kind of clever marketing and trolling at the same time.
In just 24 hours, and with $0 spent.
Samsung is hinting at a big change to its smartphone technology.
Every major media outlet was talking about it.
Samsung posting a folded image of its logo on Facebook that seems to suggest the rumors are finally true.
In just one day, more than 500 million impressions brought an overnight change of perception for a brand that, for the first time in a decade, started to be seen as the innovation driver that it truly is.
Across the world, no group of people represent their national flag with more pride or passion than its military. Ireland is no different. But despite decades of distinguished service as UN peacekeepers around the world, its Defence Force veterans are completely neglected, leaving hundreds destitute and a number dead, having become homeless. ONE, a charity providing emergency accommodation for homeless veterans, desperately needed a way to make the public aware of their plight. They decided that if Ireland's veterans were lying in the gutter, then so too would the flag they served. Introducing Sleeping Flags, a reimagining of the Irish tricolour, a symbol of national pride as a sleeping bag, the universal symbol of homelessness. In a defiant act that broke all protocols around the treatment and representation of the flag. Veterans were given these symbolic sleeping flags to protest in the shadows of Ireland's most historically significant locations. This shocking spectacle and public appeal sparked a passionate debate across social media, the national news, and even Irish Parliament, forcing people to consider what was more important, the treatment of the flag or the people who gave everything to serve it.
Defence Forces veterans are calling for more funding to be made available.
I think I, like a lot of people, would have felt quite ashamed yesterday.
That our veterans, who know more than most the power of our national flag, have resorted to sleeping on the streets of Dublin in green, white and orange sleeping bags.
I only have one. I never thought it was unfair. I just thought, hey, this is the way it is and it's not going to change.
With 33 million disabled gamers in the US, players have to find innovative workarounds like playing with your face or creating new controllers.
We wanted to create a new controller for gamers with limited mobility that felt natural for them. We reached out to different members of the accessibility community. They gave us a ton of feedback on the device itself, even gave us feedback on the packaging.
It's built for players with one hand, no hands, or lack of fine motor control.
My name is Ian.
I'm Taylor. My name is Owen, and I am 9.5 years old.
CBS This Morning, we're revealing the top-rated Super Bowl commercials.
Starring some unforgettably charismatic young people.
I want to show you setting up the Xbox Adaptive Controller.
This box, it's accessible from the very beginning.
I can hit the buttons just as fast as they can.
Disabled people can be on the same playing field as others.
One of the biggest fears early on is, how will Owen be viewed by the other kids? He's not different when he plays.
Now everyone can play.
After the Fukushima nuclear disaster, more than 25,000 hectares of farmland were affected by radiation. A team of environmental scientists has developed an innovative decontamination method that allows Fukushima farmers to grow perfectly safe rice again.
The data proves that the rice is safe, but people don't buy it because they don't understand scientific data.
To help them understand, we created